When I first was sitting there, I was like, okay, okay. And then as the show kept going, I was like, okay. And then I was like, hey. It's like, how you try. This is a show where if you thought you were going to be cool when you got there, you're not going to be cool. You're definitely going
By
to be
the
up
end,
on
yeah,
your feet.
yeah.
You're going to be dancing and performing.
This is Michael Major with Broadway World. We are here with Kandi Burruss, who is joining the Broadway company of Angelique. Kandi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited. I'm very excited. We just finished a performance this morning, and so I'm feeling really strong right now.
Yes. Busy time for you. You've been deep in rehearsals. How have they been going so far?
The rehearsals have been going great. The one thing that I say that is so funny to me about doing this show is that, okay, so all the songs are songs we love, right?
Yeah.
But then once I started rehearsing, I realized how I didn't actually know the words. Like, have you ever done like karaoke?
Learning in a whole new way.
And then you start singing a song that you think you know, and then you realize, wait a minute, that's not what they actually say right there. Oh, wait, okay, I gotta really buckle down to learn these words.
Figuring things out. I love it. Yeah, I mean, it is such an exciting show, and you are such a busy creative. You're producing, you have your hands in many different projects, but what about Angelique made you say, okay, I'm coming to New York and I'm going to do a several-month-long run on Broadway?
I think it just came at the perfect timing for me. Well, I had told my team, I was like, hey, I want to perform again, because I produced like 4 shows back to back, and I'm about to produce another one. So, but I was like, I want to be talent. Like I want to hit the
we're ready for you
stage.
to be
You know what I
talent,
mean?
yeah.
I don't want to necessarily just be behind the scenes all the time. And so this opportunity came, and I was like, oh, this is amazing because I love all of Max Martin's songs, and it's a fun show.
Right. Yeah.
And I just feel like overall, the spirit of what the show is talking about, Juliet is changing the tune of what people know of the normal Romeo and Juliet. Like, she's giving herself a whole new life, and I feel like I'm at that place in my life.
Yeah. As you mentioned, terrific songs in this show by Max Martin. What was your first reaction when you saw them, how they were all infused into this musical, and you would be performing some of the most iconic ones?
When I first was sitting there, I was like, okay, okay. And then as the show kept going, I was like, okay. And then I was like, hey. It's like, how you try. This is a show where if you thought you were going to be cool when you got there, you're not going to be cool. You're definitely going
By
to be
the
up
end,
on
yeah,
your feet.
yeah.
You're going to be dancing and performing.
Yeah. Love it. And your character, what are you enjoying most about playing her?
Well, I love the fact that, so I feel like you see Angelique is my character, and she's the nurse. Mm-hmm. You see her in so many different stages. Like in the beginning, she's just very protective and, scared of what's going to happen. And then the next thing you know, she's falling into what the group wants to do. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know about this, but I'm going to go along. And it's like more and more Angelique gets confident in what's happening. But then, we find out Angelique has been keeping a little secret, and so I think it's so many different levels to play for Angelique, which is cool.
Must be very exciting for you to return as an actress. You said you wanted to come back as talent to Broadway, and even you've been on tour in the past few years. You've been doing a lot. What about theater specifically sort of speaks to you, especially on the performance side?
Well, it was something that I did for, all of like my childhood or whatever. I went to a performing arts high school, and I went for musical theater, and I also was in the youth ensemble of Atlanta, and a good amount of my friends that were a part of the same ensemble, they have gone on to do great things on Broadway. And so that inspired me. I was like, you know what, I took the typical music industry route, writing songs, being an artist, but I still hated that I didn't fulfill that dream of performing on Broadway. So that's what made me say, okay, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. And this must feel like the perfect return too, especially with the whole songwriting and music production aspect of your career.
Yes.
To be coming into a show with a producer and songs by Max Martin must be so exciting.
Yes.
For you.
I mean, when I was like really like just head first and writing songs for other artists, Max Martin was always somebody that I wanted to collaborate with.
Yeah.
But I never had that chance or opportunity. But now I get to collaborate with him in a different way.
I love it. Yes. Well, I mean, undoubtedly, there will be people coming to New York to see you. It could be their first Broadway show, their first musical that they're seeing. What do you hope people take away from what could be their first Broadway experience or just from seeing this musical for the first time?
Well, I hope the takeaway is that they want to come back again and again. The thing about doing a Broadway show, especially a show like & Juliet, every time you see it, you're going to get something different from it. You know, it's a live performance, so each show is different. You know, where it's different than like a movie. You see the movie, you know, we can watch a movie over and over, but it's the same movie. But when you watch & Juliet, like say for instance, if somebody saw it when it first came out, you know, it's still going to be different because, you know, I'm going to be different than the person who played Angelique before me, or, you know, even Gianna who plays Juliet, you know, she's different than the other women who played Juliet before her. So it's like, it's going to be different every time you see it.
Yes. And even just every night, it's different with a different live theater every night.
Exactly. And, you know, somebody might hit a note and give you a little extra little on that note. You know what I mean? You might hold it a little longer. You might give them a little.
We can expect that from you.
A little shake that they didn't see the last time. You know, it's so much that you can get from just going back to seeing a show multiple times.
Yes, I love it. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Can't wait to come see you in the show.
Thank you.